That's a good goal. And that's a great goal. Forward strike back and Callum Wilson is off the mark.
Aggressive. Just take it to the rack. Go to the big man.
Oh!
What we said, both got point guards who can make things happen.
Almost scoring. Work from Yarmolenko. And Yarmolenko again, it's in! Well, he hit the post a minute or so ago. This time he's hit the back of the net. Andre Yarmolenko's first goal since September 2018. That's Laku. Doing up in there. Fabulous save from Krul. Back for Felipe Anderson. Smart shot. Ale onto it. Krul to the rescue again. Here for Snodgrass. Krul in the right place again.
Waterford behind the back to the Celtic.
Another lovely Sunday. The 24th day in the month of January. And of course, another fantastic edition of Sports Tuzzle. And we are here yet again to give you the very best.
Shot out of a cannon down the lane.
Over the top for Jamie Vardy.
It's been a weekend of football.
Jamie Vardy!
I've seen a shocking loss by AC Milan yesterday to Atalanta.
Bournemouth caught cold at the back and
Inter also missing a chance to go top of Serie A, being held 0-0 by Udinese.
Finishing above the rim.
And of course, Juventus returned back to winning ways in the league with a 2-0 win over Bologna.
Aggressive. Just take it to the
And Chelsea with a Tammy Abraham hat-trick, running over Luton Town in the English FA Cup. Not forgetting that Arsenal have crashed out, defending champion, 14-time champion, crashed out of the FA Cup. And of course, in Germany as well,
minutes or so ago. This time he's
a chance for Bayern Munich
Andre Yarmolenko's
to extend the lead at the top of the table after Leipzig and Leverkusen failed to get a win yesterday.
fabulous save from
So much to talk about this afternoon on this program, Sports Tuzzle.
Smart shot. Ale
And we are ready to give you everything, but everything. So in case you're just a first-time listener,
again.
I'm glad to tell you that you are very much in the right place. The best of the manager statics on this show. Later today, we're still going to see 6 p.m. Nigerian time, Liverpool against United, this time at the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. Not forgetting that last weekend, it was goalless between both teams. And Liverpool during the week lost their first league game at Anfield since 2016.
But Tarensky looked like he was
So sit back, relax, let's take you on a ride. And of course, anywhere you are in the world, you can watch us live on Facebook. Pensioners FM Live on Facebook. Also, you can go to Google Play Store and download our app Pensioners FM. Download our app Pensioners FM. Or you can use our website www.pensionersfm1067.com. www.pensionersfm1067.com, and you will be here live and listening to everything we're going to do here this afternoon.
point guards who can make things happen.
And almost scoring.
Okay, I've got the guys in the studio ready to do justice to whatever is going to happen here this afternoon. He came second at the first ever Sport Tuzzle last year. Of course, Akomola Fiafalayan is back in the studios of Pensioners FM. Happy New Year.
Same to you, Mr. Sport Illuminator.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Your face is looking shiny anyway.
Today is Sunday, so we need to take it easy.
So because today is Sunday, we need to take it easy. So during the week, we don't take it easy.
From Monday to Saturday, guidance towards you. So today is Sunday, we need to rest and take things easy.
As a logic, definitely. Monday to Sunday, we try not to. On Sunday, and we have rest. We rest and take it easy. So has been the weekend, the footballing weekend as well. Any shock? Any high point?
Yes, that was shock. What happened to AC Milan yesterday? Nobody expected that.
Nobody expected that.
Yeah, 3-0
At home.
To AC Milan. High-flying AC Milan. So it was actually a shock. Even Liverpool, Burnley, too.
It was a shock.
68 game home unbeaten record. They actually tried to match Chelsea record, but Mourinho said no. That record.
I didn't match the 6 home game without losing.
No, it is matchable, but not now. Maybe later.
Maybe later, not now. Okay.
And that's a great goal. Forward strike back, and Callum Wilson is off the mark.
Aggressive. Let's take it to the leg. Goes the big man.
Maybe later, not now. But today, we'll be looking on Monday. He celebrated his 58th birthday. And when you look at his career, you want to open your mouth and say, wow, what a manager.
This time he's hit the back of the net. Andre Yarmolenko.
His first season in top flight football
Since September.
went with the treble and, of course, ended with a sextuple, winning 6 trophies in a year. And, of course, he moved to Bayern Munich, won everything in Germany, went to Manchester City, won everything in England. And the question of being,
Behind the back to the center.
some have said if Pep Guardiola is the greatest manager ever. But some say this man without money cannot achieve anything. Pep Guardiola, underrated or overrated? Pep Guardiola, underrated or overrated? What will be your verdict on him? Definitely that's a big topic we are looking at today, this afternoon. Pep Guardiola. Before we go into this little documentary on Guardiola, Afala, let me ask you, when you hear the name Guardiola, what comes to your mind?
Possessive football. Tiki-taka.
Tiki-taka, possessive football. That's the first thing that comes to your head.
Yes. They will knock you until you commit that error that you don't want to commit.
You'll knock you will become frustrated.
Frustration is even another statement. Because I could remember when what's the name of this player when he joined Barcelona, Adán Turan.
Okay.
He said that he's happy to join the team that make him suffer. Now he won't suffer no more.
He won't suffer no more. Okay. That's a big one today, Pep Guardiola, underrated or overrated. We'll be looking into his career, his tactics. What is doing great and is he overrated actually, or is he underrated? But first, let's get a little documentary about Pep Guardiola. And when we come back, we'll go into details, and of course, details. Enjoy this, we'll be right back. Pep Guardiola, a little documentary on him.
Your manager, Pep Guardiola!
In the hopes of taking the ultimate next step, Man City appointed world-renowned manager Pep Guardiola in 2016.
Thank you for joining us, just a small group of friends to talk to you about your new job. What do you think of the reception so far?
Not bad.
All the time the guys receive is send the ball. When you receive here, you can go. 2 seconds, guys. Correct it immediately. You are involved in the game.
I think you got the opportunity to come in this country to play in the Premier League. You have to do that. In terms of the show, in terms of the image, in terms for many things, that reason is the most followed and the most in Asia and all around the world.
In his playing days, Guardiola anchored a Barcelona team that captured 4 straight La Liga titles and the European Cup in the early 90s. As a manager with Barcelona and later Bayern Munich, Guardiola won 21 trophies in 7 years.
Into Barca star man Leo Messi. Iniesta with a bit of space ahead of him. Iniesta inside on his right, looking for Xavi, still with Xavi. It's in. Barcelona have taken the lead.
Still we lose. Simple pass, guys. Pass in the row, give us the confidence, give us the absolutely everything. Focus on that. The short paces, you play us. Focus on that. Okay?
But there were doubts that the ground-based, beautiful style of football that Pep perfected in Spain would work in the physical English Premier League.
Well done. Inside, outside. If not, it's supposed to the channel. That is for English team, it's okay. No, come on, David.
The only pleasure, I think, the only power that the manager has every single day, dream that your team is going to play the way you want.
When the ball is going up and down, we put there the ball, not in the foot. Now that player, Opino, that go right in behind.
He represents everything we strive for. He is a genius.
Lo que es muy trabajador. Él tiene una capacidad de análisis de todo lo que tiene en la cabeza brutal.
If I have to use one word, detailed.
Al final ya eso lo has trabajado antes y luego ocurre en el terreno de juego.
It was an inauspicious start. Despite multiple signings and at huge expense, City failed to meet expectations in 2017. It was Guardiola's first trophyless season as a manager.
We thought that the team was automatically going to start winning and playing the beautiful style of football that he developed with Barcelona and Bayern Munich. And actually, the team started really well last season, but it didn't have that continuity.
You know, to not get anything out of it with what quality we had and what team we had was disappointing.
Well, in football, if you don't win anything, it's always a failure. It's not that we had the worst season, but obviously we didn't win anything. So in the end, people just care about winning.
It was very hard, I think, for Pep. Last season was not easy for him, mentally, psychologically.
You don't seem that happy that you've won.
More than you believe. More than you believe, I'm happy.
Pressure, I think the reality, I think he dealt with challenges that he's never dealt with professionally as a manager.
Guardiola's only achievement, albeit an important one, was qualification for the UEFA Champions League, which City secured in the last game of the season.
L'any passat no vam estar tan lluny. Jo crec per una qüestió de xuleria, de dir, d'arrogància. I els grans equips són arrogants.
And I remember people saying last season, this tippy-tappy football's getting on my nerves. Pep knows what he's doing. When he gets the players he wants, we will run away with it.
Pep knows what he's doing. When he get the player he wants, then he will run away with the result.
Looked like he was shot out of it.
After having a 4-star disappointing 2016-17 season, the rest, like they say, is history. Ran over everything called trophies in England, breaking records along the line. But someone said that without money, Pep Guardiola wouldn't have achieved so much. But do you also agree with that? Overrated or underrated? Pep Guardiola. Let me bring in Afolayan in here. Afolayan, you've described, let me see, like I asked you before we went on that break, that when you hear Pep Guardiola, what comes into your mind? And you said tiki-taka, possessive football. Definitely. You've given a description of him. Now to the topic. Guardiola, to you, underrated or overrated?
Pep Guardiola is a good coach, no doubt about that. But the hype he enjoy, I will say, I will still with overrated. Yes, overrated. He doesn't deserve the hype he's enjoying presently.
How?
You mentioned money. Though money is part of football. If you want to look at the manager with most spending today, he was ranked number 3. Mourinho first, followed by Ancelotti, then Pep Guardiola number 3. He spent 1.18 billion on signings, like 500 million pounds on defense lines alone. And if you look at his trophies, though he actually won so many trophies, 2 Champions League to his name, different league title, cups like that. But if you look at his achievement in European football, it's not as high as other teams like Ancelotti, Job Heynckes, Mourinho, though he won Champions League twice. But the coaches I mentioned earlier, they have been able to achieve that with 2 different clubs. And if you look at Guardiola, he coached Barcelona, he won the Champions League twice. He coached Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is a kind of team that they should be able to win Champions League when he was with them. But he failed to achieve that. He's with Man City now. And I can tell you, they don't have it in the next 2-3 seasons. Man City, they are not playing a kind of football that people will be so sure that, okay, in the next 2-3 years of Job Heynckes, they have been able to achieve this feat twice with 2 different clubs. If you look, Mourinho came into limelight it was 2023 when he won UEFA Cup with Porto. The following season, he won UEFA Champions League with the same Porto. And if you look at Porto then, it was Benfica that was dominating. It came on board, he changed the topic, he ended the dominance of Benfica, and it took Porto to the top. But if you look at Guardiola, when Barcelona appointed him, Barcelona was the team dominating in England then. In Spain.
When Barcelona appointed Guardiola, they haven't won a trophy in 2 seasons. Because Madrid won back-to-back La Liga trophy. 6, 7, 7, 8. It was Real Madrid before he came on board in 2008.
I think Rijkaard won the league title before.
He won the league doing 4, 5, 5, 6 before Barcelona went 2 seasons without the league.
If you look at the history of La Liga, before Real Madrid won the league title back-to-back, Rijkaard was actually dominating. With the likes of Ronaldinho,
Deco, and the likes, definitely.
They were dominating. So Barcelona have been there, forefront of La Liga football. They have been doing well before they now appointed Guardiola. He came on board, he introduced his own philosophy, and he made it. So also Bayern Munich. You know that about that. They have been the one that have been winning the title year in, year out. He also came to Man City. Before he got to Man City have actually announced their arrival in English football with the likes of Mancini and even this Chilean coach Pellegrini. They have actually announced their arrival in English football. So the point I'm trying to bring out here is that the team Guardiola have been with, they have been a kind of team that have been up there, not a team that maybe they are competing in Europa League or not. Okay, look at Chelsea. When Mourinho came on board, Chelsea was not a Champions League regular then. Mourinho came on board, he changed the whole story. I was expecting Guardiola to coach, when he left Barcelona. Was it Barcelona or Bayern Munich? He went on a sabbatical league, a year sabbatical league.
That was after Barcelona.
After Barcelona. So I was expecting him to maybe coach a team, an average team, not an average like that.
How easy is it to leave a top team? Big players, top coaches, hardly go to average teams.
Okay, look at Ancelotti now.
Ancelotti found himself at Everton because the big boys are not coming for him.
if big boys are not coming for you,
yes, so you have to wait.
You need to relax. Yes.
When Bayern Munich offer is on ground, if you are in Guardiola's shoe, would you have told Bayern
No,
Munich?
I will accept the D. I will accept the D. But the point I'm trying to bring out here is that he has been with 3 teams, top teams.
Yes.
And if you look at the financial profiles of all these top teams, they are there. You cannot. In German football, I don't see any team competing with Bayern Munich when it comes to money.
Apart from money,
It is now that Barcelona is going bankruptcy. Then, when he was still with Barcelona, they had the money then. I can't go into the Man City's own now because the oil money is there for him to spend.
So you are definitely saying if Guardiola doesn't spend the money, he would have achieved much.
Yes.
But right now, we are in a state where money dictates the game. And we've seen managers who spend money and they don't even achieve.
It's possible. This is football. You cannot compare football now to when Mourinho came on board with the money and everything. If you spend now, you still need to exercise patience. You need to give time. That is what is going on at Chelsea currently.
Okay. And if you talk about being a big team and that aided Pep Guardiola, are we going to take away the records? What about his tactics? What about the way he maneuvered himself to win? I mean, he got to Germany, he created records. He got to Spain, he did the records. He got to England, he did the same. Irrespective of the money. Like I said, you can buy players and still falter with those players. We've seen managers. Ronald Koeman is an example. We've seen players. Lampard is definitely one example as well. We've seen managers.
We can't conclude the one on Lampard yet.
Whether we can conclude it yet or not, the fact remains that you can buy players and still not be able.
Agreed.
Ancelotti at PSG lost the league to Montpellier in 2011-2012. He had the money, he had the players. So if you want to say Pep Guardiola on the side of money, that is why he's been overrated. What about his tactics? He has been named as a manager who revolutionizes the game. And a lot of people put the fact that Spain won the 2010 World Cup when he was in Spain. The same thing happened to Germany. England also got to the semi-final when he was there. Looking at his impact in every league.
I started by saying Guardiola is a good coach.
Yeah.
That's the fact nobody can dispute. He's a good coach. The record speaks for him.
Definitely.
The honors, the record speaks. Even the tactics. I enjoy watching Barcelona when he was still with them. I enjoy watching Barcelona, Bayern Munich, so also Man City, because you will enjoy the game you are watching. They will knock you. In his team, they like to play a kind of attacking football that the 11 and 7, they will be in the opposition's half. The 2 and 3 will also be in opposition half. Unlike other teams that will be expecting counter-attack, no, they will be possessing you in front of your own box until you commit that error that you don't want to commit. So that makes him to be a good coach. Guardiola is a kind of coach that in the first 10, 20, 30 minutes, it will be playing a kind of tactics. If that doesn't work out,
it changes.
It will change the pattern for you. You will know. Okay, look at yesterday's match. Everybody was thinking that, they are going to be dumped out of the FA Cup. 3 goals in the space of 10 minutes. Had it been it was Chelsea yesterday, forget Chelsea will be out of FA Cup. Chelsea cannot concede as at that time and still equalize and win. No. Maybe in the next 2-3 weeks, things can change. But Chelsea as of today, forget to.
Okay, you talk about this possession, definitely. That's what I want to bring in right now, Afolayan. Away from the money, are we going to overlook Guardiola's tactics?
No, we can't.
Is a manager who have used a 4-3-3, 5-4-1, 2-3-5, 1-3-6.
4-2-3-1.
I don't know if there is any formation he hasn't used. 3-4-2-1, I can keep mentioning it.
I think he hasn't used 3-4-3.
He has used 3-4-3.
Maybe.
But they have used 2-3-5.
2-3-5.
Guardiola have used 1-3-6. 1-3-6.
I can't dispute that, Sha. Because 2-3-5. I don't understand that. 2 at the back.
Yes.
3 in the midfield.
In the midfield, 5 in attack.
Before we move further, in football,
yeah.
in football,
Yeah.
is there any formation like that?
It doesn't have to be any formation like that. You create a formation. It doesn't have to be a for kind of. I can come to the pitch of play and I start to use 1-1-1-1-8. It is my own formation. A certain Thiago Motta, when he was appointed at Genoa, he said he has a formation. I think he was saying is it 2-7-2 now? I was going to use 2-6-2. He was going to use for Genoa. He tried it for 2 games. It worked. Afterwards, it backfired.
It will surely backfire now. 2-7-2. It will surely backfire because that midfield alone. Okay, out of that 7 players, I believe like 2-3 out of them will fall back.
Definitely.
It will still switch over to normal formation or like 4-3-3. Because
yeah, definitely. It's a switch. But it's a kind of positional play when you're on the pitch of play. You can come out and say, my formation today is 5-4-1. That is what the paper says. But by the time we are playing this game, you will get to understand.
Yes, and I'll get your point.
That you
because at times you will be looking at formation on your screen. Like, okay, what kind of formation is it? But when they start playing, okay, this is 4-3-3, this is 4-4. Okay, and I'll get your point.
So are we overlooking Guardiola's tactics over money?
You know, with the money, Guardiola is a kind of player that he doesn't buy anyhow player. He goes for a certain player that will suit his own style of football. So the two goes hands in hands. He has the money to spend, and he doesn't spend it anyhow. And it's a kind of coach that the board doesn't dictate for him. Unlike Lampard, the 90% of players Jesse bought this season, they were bought by the board, not Lampard. It was only Ben Chilwell that Lampard highlighted. But when it comes to Guardiola, no board will ever dictate. He will just list the type of player he wants, give it to the board, and they will go for it. So we cannot take the money away. We cannot also take the tactics away. Because if you are going for a certain player that cannot play your tactics, it won't work.
So should we give Guardiola the fact that when he wants to get a player, he get a player that fit into his style?
That's my point.
Irrespective of the amount of money you will need to buy that.
Yes, somebody that can spend half a billion pounds on defense line alone. I could remember the season Chelsea spent like 230 million pounds this season. They bought defender, they bought the goalkeeper, they bought striker, they bought winger. Chelsea tried to touch all area of the pitch, but that was a season Guardiola spent almost 200 pounds on defense lines alone. And it works out for him. So he has the money to spend and he doesn't spend it anyhow. He will look at the type of player, he suits his tactics, and he will definitely get his own player.
He definitely get his own player. And of course, quickly for the records, Guardiola has played 671 matches, won 498, drew 94, lost 79. 671 matches, lost 79 games. What a record.
You know, I said the other time that the record is there to speak for him. Illuminator, the reason I'm saying it's been overrated is because of the fact that what he did, there's some coaches that have done that before with little or no spending. Okay, look at what Bayern Munich did last season. He won everything. He took the team halfway. It got to a point that people were even tipping either Dortmund or RB Leipzig that either two of them will win the league. And Sam Flick took over at the middle of the season and he won everything. Bayern Munich was unstoppable last season. That coach did not spend anything. He did not make any recruitment. The only recruitment Bayern Munich made that last season was Leroy Sane, and Leroy Sane did not even play at all. He was injured. So there are so many things. Okay, when it comes to the rating, coaches with the most trophy, it wasn't Guardiola.
But you have to consider the fact that since 2008, he has been as a manager till now, he's won so much, a lot of trophies.
That is his time. A time is coming that what is going on with Mourinho today will definitely also happen to him. You cannot be champion forever. There will be a time that, okay, you have your own side of the story. He's enjoying his moment now, which is good for him. But the time is coming that, okay, we expect Mourinho to be the kind of manager he is today.
Possibly because the Portuguese refuse to rebrand, or should I say rebrand, or to reinvent himself. Let me use that word. Possibly because Jose Mourinho refused to reinvent himself. Guardiola does that every season. Reinvention.
Yes, it's part of that. I won't dispute that. But if you also look at it, a time is in football is like a philosophy. Football is a philosophy. You have your own way of doing things. I have my own way of doing things. If you have an argument, I will also have another argument to counter that one. A time is coming that a coach will be, we are going to have a coach that will even override his own tactics. Look at what this young coach is doing with RP Levis today. What is his name? Nagelsmann. I think the guy is even 34 now. Okay, let us now assume that the guy is with a team that has money, like Man City, like Bayern Munich, like Barca. Let's just assume what that guy will do.
Before we assume that, after this break, we'll come back and give assumption of if you possibly have money with you, you can be a success, or you might not be a success. It's still Sports also on Pensioners 106.7 FM. We'll go for a quick musical break.
Behind the back to the cell.
Have to relax and come back. Of course, this is Run Things by Not George, featuring Bookie and of course Rooftop MC. Run Things. We'll be right back after this musical time out.
Yeah, it's not a joke. MCs, B-O-Q-Q-U. The road back to the road. What's up? Hey, come on. Public announcement, your boys looking handsome. Fresh with an anthem, get up and start dancing. Folks are still dancing, who that they're asking. Boom, shaka, blah, beta tongues, I'll be blasting. Naughty is advancing, lyrical Van Helsing. Typical, I'm flexing, on cash, I was flashing. My beats always banging, cities always branching. Saying the latest fashion for you all to be masking and masking. Who you represent, who do you serve? This God, that God, who God, my God. He made the world and everything in it, so I guess the world is mine, cause I'm an heir to the throne. I'm way cooler cause I'm on higher ground. Follow God like me, guarantee you never frown. We own the city and we roam this down. Listen boats on your truck, on your mark, take it back. You hear me in your hood and see me in the streets. Billboards, magazines, following my tweet. Yeah, I'm taking over, that's right, I'm taking over. The show I'm taking over, indeed I'm taking over. I'm taking over, we the guys do something, I'm hot, so it's okay. It's your lost my game. Yeah, I'm taking over, that's right, I'm taking over. The show I'm taking over, indeed I'm taking over.
They would choose to give him access, it blows away the ashes. Sets us up way above all the masses. Don't blame me if I'm slave to my master. You don't know the cost of the oil in my alabaster box. Yes, you were rocks, and of course from the valley to the hill, and damn back down. Me and my boys would be holding it down. It's a takeover, man. We run this town.
We just kidnap your frequency, billboards, playlists, $1 murders. Taking over with the gospel, arrest and the hustle. hip hop or pop. We the wrong things, we're defining the movement forces. I know you hear me in your hood and see me on your screens. Billboards, magazines, following my tweets. Yeah, I'm taking over, that's right, I've taken over. The show I've taken over, indeed I've taken over. I'm taking over. It's your lost my game. I'm taking over. That's right, I've taken over. The show I've taken over. Boss, always on point like a fool. Like a gold cloud, we rapper so strong, other rapper so sunk. When all is said and done, God's people stand strong. We got an unction to function. Wellspring of life flows out from our bosom. God is the map and Christ is the icon. We rap this rap like a rap open python. Lights on, come get a shine on. Guaranteed trust, I'm sure you can bank on. Light camera action, positive attraction. Yes, boss, come feel the passion. Cause I got a whole lot of light, homie, I'ma let it shine. A whole lot of right, shorty, I'ma go for mine. Yes, you can let it shine and you can go for yours. Take over state of mind, it's my time. I know you hear me in your hood and see me on your screens. Billboards, magazines, following my tweets. Yeah, I'm taking over, that's right, I've taken over. For sure, I've taken over, indeed I've taken over. I'm taking over, we the gospel, some think I'm hostile, but it's okay, it's your lost my game. Yeah, I'm taking over, that's right, I've taken over. For sure, I've taken over, indeed I've taken over. Now me their own things, 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 I the wrong things, now me their own things, you the wrong things, now me their own things, now we the wrong 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 things, I the wrong things, now we the wrong things, you the wrong things, now we the wrong things. I rock the show. We rock the show. Come on. I rock the show. We rock the show. Hey,
Pensioners FM, this is Africa's model.
And that was One Things, Not Josh, featuring Bookie and the Rooftop MC. Now we the Run Things. We'll keep running things right here in the studios of Pensioners 106.7 FM. Barry Goni, Kenny City of Ibadan. Of course, you can still watch us live via our Facebook page, Pensioners FM. Sadiq Olonwojina Wali Ulai. I can see you. I'm saying well done, more strength. Thanks for coming aboard. At www.pensionersfm1067.com, www.pensionersfm1067.com, or Google Play Store, Pensioners FM. Okay, I'll open the phone lines to listen to what people have got to say.
What are we saying? Both have got point guards who can make things happen.
090-81-11-1067, 090-81-11-1067, or 00-8010-1067, 00-8010-1067. Or you can message me on WhatsApp 090-267-21042. 090-267-21042. That's a WhatsApp message. Pep Guardiola, underrated or overrated? Okay, quickly. You were saying that if Nigerians, for instance, have money and is at the top team, like possibly Madrid or Barcelona or Manchester City or United, it might also, have that success. Does that guarantee? We've seen. I'll use examples of players. We've seen players at a lower club, and when they make that big move to a big club, they flop.
See, when it comes to player and coach, there are two different things. It is possible for a player to make the move to a bigger club and flop. It is possible. I can't doubt that. But the logic between the coach and the player are different. If you are playing and you be the coach or you be the player, that's two different things. It's very, very possible.
What about handling the? I mean, at a small club, a coach might feel like not under pressure. Anything you give us, we are okay with it. No set target. Possibly just give us a top 6 or possibly top 10. We are okay. But when you move to a big club, you have to win trophies. You cannot fall back. And when you are being given players, you must just do what? Deliver. What about the pressure of that going into that such environment?
The reason I mentioned that Ralphie Leslie coach is that his antecedent will speak for him. Look at what he achieved last season. I think he got to
semi-final
of the Champions League, semi-final with little spending. So I believe that record we give him a kind of confidence for him to perform at a bigger level. So I believe in him. He will definitely perform. But if you have a kind of antecedent that maybe it is 50-50, people might doubt you in the transfer market.
They don't even spend. They don't even spend. Hardly spend.
Look at what he did with the struggling Timo Werner now. Upamecano. I believe in him. If somebody like that, if he's been given the opportunity to coach at the top level with financial power, he will definitely perform. He will mark the record of the likes of Guardiola. Why not?
Why not? Okay, let me read this man from Toby. He said, for me, Pep Guardiola is neither overrated nor underrated. He gets the recognition he deserves. He has been identified as coach of the year times with that number, and which he deserves oftentimes. He's not doing bad at the moment, and time has also shown he's no superhuman, as he makes obvious mistakes at times. He has a good knowledge of the game. That's just Toby Loba, a winner also of sports. Also, I have this one from Mola Austin. Good afternoon, Illuminator, and my good buddy over there. I'm enjoying your discussion with the beautiful analyst over there. So, quick one. Pep, in all his way, has never shied away from his kind of football. Has never shied away from his kind of football. Is money based due to the need to procure specific players for specific purposes. But quick question: has Pep ever purchased a world-class player for any teams he has coached? Did the glorious manager of the past, the likes of Carlito Ancelotti, Jose Mourinho, spend massively or not, taking into cognizance the values of transfer in those eras? The question. Let's ask the question. Has Pep ever purchased a world-class player for any team he has coached?
You know, I said something the other time.
Yes.
Guardiola has the money, and he will go for a kind of player that suits his tactic. If a player is an average player, and you look at him that this guy being an average player,
he can do what I want.
He can do what I want. He will go. He doesn't need to spend on. We are not talking about you spending on world-class player or not here. We are talking about spending. Either you are spending on world-class player or no. When they rank the coach with highest spending today, it was ranked number 3, ahead of those two that were ahead of him, Mourinho and Ancelotti. He has been spending. So the issue here is not you spend on world-class player or not. That is another topic. If we are debating on spending on world-class player, that means we are trying to maybe lay a claim that maybe a coach has been able to develop a world-class player. No, spending is spending. Either you spend on world-class player or an average player, you have been able to spend. This is somebody that has spent 1.18 billion naira. 18 billion pounds on transfers.
Okay,
on transfer market.
Somebody is asking for the phone numbers once again. 090 81 11 1067. 090 81 11 1067. Or 080 80 10 1067. 080 80 10 1067. Or you can send a message via WhatsApp 090 2672 1042. 090 2672 1042. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, you have the floor.
Okay. Let me say, Pep Guardiola is underrated. His strategy. And now, one thing you have to understand is, he left Barcelona.
Yes.
Most of the signings he made, any club that sees Pep Guardiola is making a signing, they hide the price of their player. Go and check. He almost got Ibrahimovic at a free price when he actually exchanged him for for
Samuel Eto'o.
Samuel Eto'o, who was out of fitness at that time because he has used Eto'o and he knows what he's capable of doing and he already knows. So the moment Klopp got to know this is a good coach that anything is fixed or any player he tries to find is definitely something of quality. So they start hiking the price of their players. So I will tell you, if Pep Guardiola doesn't sign Mahrez at that time, there is no team in the world that will sign him at that price from Leicester City. Same thing applies to all the defenders he has signed, all the players he signed. If he doesn't sign them at that price, no team will sign them at that price. Take it or you leave it. Then this is a coach that Hansi Flick last season, he was actually an assistant coach before he became the coach. When he took over. So he already knows the entire thing. Pep Guardiola started, he was brought in to Barcelona from the junior team. He had to promote most of the junior team players into the senior team for him to record the success he had. And there is ever since then, I don't think, except for Bayern Munich, I don't think maybe Bayern Munich made that history. There has never been a club that won 6 trophies in a season. The closest person was Marcus, what was his name? I've forgotten his name. The one that won 5 trophies.
And that was Zidane. Which manager? Or is it Zidane or Juvenkins? Okay, Luis Enrique.
Enrique, yeah. And there is one other thing you didn't mention. Any team that Pep Guardiola coaches, even his practice still remains, and you will still see his touch in those teams 4-5 seasons after he leaves. Go and check. Look at Barcelona. I will tell you, Barcelona starts in Valverde became a coach, and see how many coaches he's had before Valverde, even after Pep Guardiola. All actually played on the same pattern Guardiola left for them, and the same thing applies to Bayern Munich. The same. Go and check their pattern.
Wow. I was breaking a lot of things down there, and of course, that was beautiful, definitely. As Steve Bond says, he's overrated, if not for Messi. He wouldn't have a UEFA Champions League to his title, USCL title in his CV. He can't work with a low budget like Klopp, Wenger, and even Mourinho. Steve Bond. This one is throwing fire. 090 81 11 1067 090 81 11 1067 or 00 8010 1067 00 8010 1067. Pep Guardiola, underrated or overrated? Let's listen to you. I think I've got another message. Okay, Ola is saying the second question hasn't been touched. He said Pep Guardiola purchased work. Has he ever purchased world-class player? You said it doesn't matter whether world-class or not.
Yes.
And he said the glorious managers, Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, when they spend massively, the glorious manager of the past, the Carlito, the Jose Mourinho, spend massively or not, taking the cognizance, the values of transfer in those areas. Did they spend massively, Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, to achieve what they achieve in their career?
Yes, they do. I can't dispute that. They do.
They spent massively. Okay, definitely. Looking at the time, I think while we entertain all that opinion and discussion quickly, let's just take a snippet. We've talked a lot about Guardiola. I was going to go into Frank Lampard, but I think I will hold Frank Lampard for another day.
That
because we put it now. In the next 1 hour, we have not finished Frank Lampard.
I was even thinking we will start with Lampard self.
I know.
Because I have God.
Okay, quickly. Liverpool will be playing against Manchester United at Old Trafford today. And Afolayan, should Liverpool beat United, should Ole be sacked?
No. Ole Solskjaer is actually getting the things right now. So if Liverpool, I don't see Liverpool winning today. If they eventually do, it won't attract.
Oh, we lost that call. Okay, 090 81 11 1067 or 00 80 10 1067. It will attract sack. Only this season have not beaten a big team in England. No thanks to something. A double pivot that slows down the pace of the game where you need United to attack the middle. He did the same thing last weekend against Liverpool. They almost win. They almost did. But looking at the play, it doesn't suit United. It doesn't give them a positive advantage over your team, especially when you know you can go toe to toe with them. Today again, I think Nicola is back. Oh, again, 09081111067 or 08080101067. Today again, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If you are in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's shoe today, what would be your tactics?
If you look at Manchester United this season, they have not been getting it right with top teams.
Let's make this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
Good. It's Adewale calling back.
Okay, Abiale, quick one. 1 minute.
So like I was saying, this is a coach that actually came into limelight from the first time he actually took up a job as a coach, and he's been at that limelight, maintaining that ever since then, ensuring he wins at least one trophy, except for his first season at Manchester City. And people are still telling me there are some coaches that are better than me. Do you know how long it took former Manchester United coach, their legend, Ferguson? It took him a lot of years before he won his first trophy. Manchester United, a very big team in England, to win a trophy. The same thing as Wenger. They all took up the job of a team that were all equally big teams. And you are talking, people talk about Jose Mourinho. Mourinho, the way he goes for smaller things. Are you telling me Chelsea was an extremely small team when he signed them? They all ensure they sign to a club that will give them money when they need it. Nobody will sign for a team that they start begging the executive to give them money. Let's give honor to who deserves the honor.
Okay.
Guardiola, with the way he's going to be the greatest coach. And this is a coach that for every club he leads, he ensures he goes on a year sabbatical before he takes on another job. Try to learn the atmosphere, learn the playing pattern of all the teams playing in the league. It shows he has brain, it shows he has foresight. And I will tell you, this is a coach that even in the next 10 years, if he's still in the game, he will still keep winning trophies and keep doing good in any team.
All right.
Even if he doesn't win, he already has to.
All right. Thank you so much, Adewale. Thank you so much for that.
Number one Guardiola fan.
Quickly, like I said, if you are Ole Gunnar Solskjaer today, what would be your tactics against Liverpool?
My tactics will be attacking football compared to the one they played last season. I was fighted by the two teams last week. Before that formation, I was expecting them to play draw.
Okay.
But when I saw that formation, no. Okay, when I was expecting Liverpool to beat them.
Okay.
I was expecting Liverpool to beat them. So when I saw the formation, I said, no, this game will end draw. Though I did not tip goalless draw, maybe 1-1 or 2-2. Because if you look at the attacking line that was provided by I was expecting Cavani to start up front.
Okay.
Not Rashford. Play Rashford out wide. Let Cavani number 9 strikers. Let him start that match. Because the Jurgen Klopp paraded a kind of defense line.
Porous.
Very, very porous. So I was expecting him to take advantage of that defense line.
Now,
which he failed to.
Now going to today, if he parade the same, that was why I said if Ole would not beat Guardiola, would not beat Klopp today, and going by what he's going to parade, very likely might parade the same thing he did. Very likely.
Yes, very likely.
If he goes with that again and he doesn't win, should he be sacked?
No. Yeah, they are actually getting it right now. So getting
it right against the smaller boys. Again, the big boys, no.
They are up there. I think Manchester United is the first on the log now.
United is top of the log. As good as it looks, if you ask an average United fan, they will tell you, we don't know how we got there. We shall there.
See, Chelsea is on the 9th position on the log now.
Yes.
Are they been with what we are playing? With the tactics, I can't say maybe we are playing possessive football, counter-attacking football.
We are playing football.
We are playing football. I think we are in number 1 or number 2. I will be happy.
Okay, so you'll be happy. But when you look at the fact that now, let's put this into cognizance quickly. United away to the big boys. Most of their games will be away. Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester City, apart from Liverpool.
You mean the second leg?
Second leg.
Yes. Okay.
Now, if titles are going to be decided without those away games, when you are going to away teams and you're going to play like 4 away games against the big teams, and you are sure, and you can say that 90% sure, and then we possibly just get 1 point, maybe 1 point from each of those games. Will it not delay their title chances?
It will actually delay their title chances, but if he doesn't win it, I love one thing about Manchester United. They do have patience with their with our coaches. They don't sack coach anyhow like that. They will give you the time. If we are talking about sack, they're supposed to have sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
No, they are waiting for him to. He's our boy. No, it's because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is our boy.
It's part of it. If you look at when Mourinho was there, the likes of Evra, Ferdinand, they will not let Mourinho rest. Criticism upon criticism. But when this guy took over and he did not perform, whether Evra went on sabbatical leave or Ferdinand went on sabbatical leave, never, Gary never, the rest, I don't know. They did not see anything. Maybe it's part of their boys, like you said. Apart from that, Manchester United, they do give time. They will give you time for you to perform, for you to do whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, we let you go.
Okay. The prediction for today's game before we go. Liverpool United.
The game will end at draw. And maybe through penalty shootout or extra time, Liverpool will qualify.
If Liverpool qualifies today, then maybe they can leave Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to the end of the season. But after the season, he will get a sack later.
If Manchester
Liverpool,
if Manchester did not qualify today,
yes,
and decide to leave Solskjaer to the end of the season, and he make top for their own sacking,
it will be sacked.
Okay, let's wait and see now.
I'm saying it confidently. It will be sacked.
Okay,
he has everything to beat Liverpool today. If he doesn't,
yes, he has everything to.
Then
Liverpool
you question his tactics immediately.
Liverpool is not getting it right now.
He
has everything. He has okay. When Chelsea faced Arsenal, everybody expected Chelsea to beat Arsenal hands down, but the reverse was the case.
After that, let us go. I got about time. Thanks for coming on board. It's been a fantastic moment with you. Thanks so much. And of course, thanks to everybody that have been part of the Liverpool calling, and of course, all that have sent messages. I say very big thank you. To everybody that have joined us via social media and Facebook, and of course, who have listened via our website as well. I say very big thank you to you as well. Many thanks to my producer, Babatunde Tiamiyo. Of course, like I used to say, sport is life, always endeavor to exaggerate. I remain the sport illuminator, Raymond Stologwe. Have a beautiful week, and of course, tomorrow morning by 8 a.m., join Idris Abiola for Sports Spectra. Good afternoon.
The rescue again. Timber Snodgrass. All in the right place again.
Slaughter probing. Behind the back to the Celtic.